Okay, so hopefully this is recording. I'm going to run you through League of Legends. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead. Okay, so it is recording. Test, test. Okay. Well, now that I know how to do that. Okay, I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do how to play League of Legends. Alright, so when you first open up League of Legends, you'll have to create an account if you're new to this game, which this is a tutorial for people who are new to the game. So when you first create an account, what you'll do is you can check out your champions that you'll have to play. So come over here to this button to view your profile. Champions and available. Now, for anybody who's just starting the game, most likely all you're going to have are these champions, which are free to play. The little exclamation point points out that they're free to play. Now, each champion has their own type of special powers and lanes that they're good at. So, what you're going to do is come over here and check out each champion. Now, this champion is difficult to play, as you can see by this purple bar. Has a high ability power, which means it is strong with the abilities. Defensive power, it's about a little under halfway, so it's going to have less of a tanking ability, and it's going to be more of kind of a glass cannon, which means it does a lot of damage but can take very little. And the attack power is obviously very low, since the ability power is very high. And these down here are skins, so you can have different skins for different champions. You have to buy these though, and you have to have a champion to buy them. They can't just be free to play champions. And if you come over here to abilities, you can watch videos on what all the ability does, and there's a description below. Each champion has 4 abilities: Q, W, E, and R. R is always going to be your strongest ability. You get this at level 6 on most champions. There's some champions that already have that. So, and then you come over here and you can pick out which champion you want. I recommend finding at least 2 champions that you like before you even go into a game. With this month's champion, or this week's champions, I actually recommend Corki. He's kind of awesome. I liked him when I first started. His abilities are interesting, to say the least. But for a new player, these are actually kind of good. He is an attack power champion. Let's come back over here and look. He's got a lot of attack power. He has a strong ability power too, and he's not that difficult, but he is a little bit more difficult than some of the champions. Again, not a lot of health, so he is going to be a glass cannon type character. Okay. Now, in order to play the game, after you've chosen which champions you want, I recommend for all beginning players to go to co-op versus AI. Go to Classic, Summoner's Rift 5v5, and then Intro. And then, unless you have friends you're playing with, just go ahead and hit solo. Now, right up here, it tells you approximately how long it's going to take you to get into a game. It can vary, obviously. And with this, you're going to have 5 champions that are going to be... 1 second, let me turn this down a little bit. 5 champions that are going to be players, 5 that are going to be enemy AI. This guy chose top, so that means he's going to go top lane, which I'll show you more about that in game. I'm going to go ahead and say mid, and I'm going to go Not with one of these free champions because I'm not a big fan of it, but I actually kind of want to try Scion. With mid, what you're going to want is either Ignite or Teleport. And then you're going to want Flash. But these are things you're going to get later on as your summoner level, so you're not going to be able to start out with these. Your start out ones are going to be Heal, Ghost, and as soon as you get level 4, Barrier. Heal and Ghost are good moves. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start out with those since you'll see. And then I'll show you the lanes more often when we get in there. This could be interesting, but it's a very beginner, so you don't have to worry about the difficulty. Alright, so when you start playing and you get into the game, this will show up. This is your loading screen. It basically shows you everything. Uh-oh. Alright, so when you start playing, you can't see the loading screen. This will show up. This is your loading screen. It basically shows you everything. We'll see if this actually fixes itself. I'm new to this streaming thing, as you could tell, but we'll find out here in a second. Here's to hoping it does fix itself. We'll see if this actually fixes itself. I'm new to this streaming thing, as you can tell, but we'll find out here in a second. Now all the champions are loaded at this point, so now it's just going to take a few more seconds. But League of Legends is a fun game, just in case this actually doesn't load. I'll try to figure it out and create a video for it later on. If not tomorrow, then Monday. And it doesn't appear that it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this out.